Hey everybody! I'm just going to give it a second for people to get on because I know there's a delay. So don't mind me for the next 30 seconds or so. Just be sitting here. And if you get on, say hello. And if you haven't earned your Rush bottle yet, this is awesome. Like, I know about Yeti cups. I've never had one. My husband has one of the ones from Walmart that works just like a Yeti cup. But this is awesome. Like, I fill it up with ice water and put it by my side of the bed at night. And like when I get it in the morning or even later on in the day, it still has ice water in it, like ice in it. It's awesome. You get that when you get to pink in the incentive. So you should definitely work towards getting that. It's pretty awesome. Okay, I see somebody's on with me, so just let me know who you are so I can say hello to you. And then we're going to get started in just a couple seconds. So, all right, so tonight we're going to talk about record keeping. So it's really important with the direct sales business to keep really good records. It's also going to help you in the long run. So you're going to want to make sure that you're keeping as much information as you can, easily accessible and organized. So today I created something that I'm going to share in the team page with you all. It's a Google Sheet, and if you choose to use it, or if you choose to maybe print some of it out and use it to keep your records, then good for you. It's what I created it for, was just to kind of give you an idea of what you should be keeping track of, and an easy way to do it. You can either do it online through Google Sheets and just continue to keep track of it that way, and it automatically saves it, or you can just print it out and use pen and paper. So there's multiple ways on how you can keep your records. So either electronically or handwritten. So either way is good. So it doesn't matter, whatever you're most comfortable with. Also, keeping records is going to help you a lot at tax time, and it's going to help you with your follow-ups. And one of the other tips that I keep hearing from other leaders and other business entrepreneurs is to have a separate checking account. I haven't ventured that far yet, but I'm going to consider doing that really soon, especially since it's the beginning of the year, to help keep all of my business expenses in that one checking account, whether I use or if you use a credit card for your business, to have one credit card just for your business. All right, so here are some things that you should keep track of. You should keep track of all of your sales. You should want to know who the sale was for, what they ordered, when they ordered, and any notes. This is going to make it easy for you to follow up with them. Then you're going to want to keep track of your follow-ups, when you followed up with them, any notes that you had from that, how you met the person. You could put that in the notes part of it. You're going to want to keep track of your income. I know that you can see this through ProPay and just kind of take a glance through your transactions to see when you were paid or not, but writing it down or keeping it digitally or electronically online or whatever is going to help you be able to easily keep track of how much you are bringing in and how much you are spending each month to find your bottom dollar, what you're really making. And then you'll know if you're spending too much and you're not making enough money to cover it, your loss. So you're going to want to, figure out ways to make sure that you're making a profit. We don't want you to lose money. We want you to make money. You're going to want to keep track of your personal orders, stuff that you order just for yourself. These are not considered a business expense if the only thing you use it for is for yourself. You would think of that just as something you would buy for yourself normally, and not towards your business. So hopefully you're not just ordering stuff for yourself. If you're making samples out of whatever you want for yourself, you could, if you get a chunk bar or a snarky bar, you could take half of it and make samples out of it. And then all of a sudden it is a business expense. Another way to make it a business expense is to share a product review. So you've used it towards your business. So you're going to want to keep track of your Posh Point purchases. This is something that I have not been doing, but I'm going to go back through my order history for last year to see what all I ordered and what I can use as a business expense. If you buy something with your Posh Points that you're going to use towards your business, it's actually considered a business expense. So you're going to want to keep track of that as well. Mileage. Mileage is a big, big deal. I always forget to keep track of my mileage. So I've made it my goal this year to keep better track of everything, and mileage is on my list. I've got a little notebook in my car, so when I run somewhere to drop off a sample, to drop off an order, to go to the post office, to go to Walmart to buy something, to the Dollar Tree to buy something for my business, I can write off the mileage that I use during those trips. Also, if you go to events like the day away and you drive, you can use that mileage. So it's really cool. If you go to meetings or whatever, if it's business related, you can keep track of that mileage, and it's a really big write-off. So you're going to want to keep track of that for sure. Another thing when you travel to like dayaways or any of the other events, if you go to a Premier Con, keep track of your food receipts, whatever you purchase while you are on that business trip, because you can write that off on your taxes. And if you stay in a hotel as well, you can use that expense. So you're also going to want to keep track of all of your expenses that you have created during your business or for your business. Some examples are going to be like postage, stationery, samples, supplies, team gifts, paper, ink, business cards, anything you buy in the portal with your own cash, planners, etc., or cash or your ProPay card. Then anything you buy online or at a store, make sure you're keeping the receipts. You buy something online, simply print out your receipt. I forget to do that, and one of the ways that I have managed to make sure that I'm keeping my receipts is if I'm not capable of printing at that moment when I look at the email, I have created a folder in my email account that is called Posh Receipts 2017. So whenever I get a Posh email confirmation from ordering something online, then I just simply move it over to that folder and I know where it is. And then when I get home, I can print that receipt and file it. And then an easy way to keep track of your expenses is to get an envelope or a manila folder, whatever you have laying around. Keep all of your expenses for that particular month in that one envelope. And then on the front of it, write January 2017. And then do it again for February, March, keep on doing it, but keep them all separated by month, so then you can easily total it up. Then you can see what you have spent each month. So it's really good to make sure you're keeping track of those expenses that you are able to use for tax write-offs. And gifts. If you buy a gift from, for your business, to give to a team member or to give to a customer, then you can use those as write-offs. So keep track of any purchases that you make, whether it be through Posh or whether it be through a different store, and keep those receipts handy and label them as gifts so that you can keep track of that. Along that lines, you're going to want to keep track of your inventory. What you purchase, like maybe you purchase 6 of the feature of the week because it's on sale, but then you're able to sell it for $1 more because we're allowed to sell it for retail value when it's not on sale. So keep track of what you purchase all at one time, or whatever you're going to sell in your company, and keep track of what inventory you purchase to make samples with, because that is now a business expense. If you have anything like a GoDaddy account, which I have, and a ScentShare account, which is like a posting service, if you have any of those services that you can use online to make your business run smoother, keep track of the receipts for those to use for your taxes. I know I'm talking a lot more about taxes, but I'm going to go back to more daily record keeping in just a minute. The home office area, if you have one particular area in your house, if you can get the square footage of that area, then you can use that as a tax deduction. And any other business expenses like your cell phone bill, your internet bill, if you do any kind of advertising through maybe your local community or online, then now not advertising against P&P. Okay, so we don't want to do anything that is against policy. But if you advertise your business in the local newspaper or whatever, I don't even know. But if you advertise your business in any way, then you can claim that as a tax deduction. All right, so let's go back to more of a daily record keeping. So I've created this new Google Sheets form. It's like a spreadsheet. It's a spreadsheet, but through Google Sheets. That will help you to be able to keep track of your customer base. It'll be able to help you keep track of customer sales. It will help you be able to keep track of inventory and your income and your expenses. It has a spot for sample requests and follow-ups for those sample requests and orders and follow-ups. It has a spot to keep track of your parties, how much whose party it was, how much income. Let me see where it's at. Not income, sorry. How much PV you received during the party, what the hostess received in hostess rewards, any other expenses. So if you gave them a free gift, if you gave free lip balm to somebody during the party, you can include those other expenses. And then notes. And then there's another spot for sponsoring. So it's kind of like a way to keep track of your dream team list. And like when you talk to them, how you met them, any notes when you follow up with them. So I'm going to share this form with you guys in the team page here when we get off of here. But I want to show you how I am a big notebook girl. I have lots and lots of notebooks, so I'm trying to convert my notebooks over to digital, but I'm probably going to do both because I'm not very good about transferring everything electronically right away. So I have a notebook for my daily sales. So I put down when they ordered, the name of the customer, their order number, how much PV it was. Right here I put like they used perks. So then I kind of know that they used their perks, what they ordered. And then I put shipped so I can keep track of when they shipped. Follow-ups, 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months. All right, so this is my new one for this year, my daily sales. I have one for my dream team, my sponsoring tracker. So in here, I have a bunch of pages that have, each page has one name on it. And then I write on their notes, like the day that I contacted them about looking at the business opportunity, what they said, if I sent it to them, what happened during the follow-up. I have one for my Posh parties, which I haven't had one yet this month. So I can't really tell you what's in it yet because it's blank. But I'm going to keep track. Each page is going, I have my front page filled out, which is date, hostess, sales, and rewards. Then my plan for each page after that is to have one page for each party. So then I'm going to put like the date way up here at the top and their name right here. And then I'm going to keep track of the people I've sent samples to and their addresses. Then I'll keep track of people who have ordered and, you know, like follow up or whatever right here, okay? Notes and follow-ups. Then I'm going to keep track of the gifts that I have given during the party, and then the hostess rewards, the grand total of party sales, and then what the hostess received. Now, the dog got a hold of this one last year, and I have not wanted to write everything out again, but this is my contact form. It has all of my customer contact information, and when I did it, I made sure that I have it in alphabetical order. So like I have like 3 pages for each letter. Yeah, 3 pages for each letter. So on the top, I put like A, and then you go through this whole thing, and there is all the different letters, right? So, I don't know what that noise was. So in here, I keep their name, their address. So then when I do send them something, I have it easily right here. I was starting to keep notes, more notes in here, but I'm not very good at that. So I didn't, but that is a good idea to keep notes about like, oh, I'll show you one thing. So I do put how I met that person. So this lady, I met through her. So then I can easily remember, because I'm not going to remember how I met everybody. But if I send them samples, maybe for their first time, then I might put that in there as a note, or their first order or whatever. Now, here is another, I have lots of folders. I keep lots and lots of folders. I'll show you. I have 2 more folders. This one I have for my daily activities. So I write down like the day and what I did for the day. And then I'll be able to remember that on this day, I sent 5 samples out to this person, this person, this person, this person. I worked on this. So then I can also use this as my daily task organizer. So if I know that I have to do something in a particular day, I write it on that day, and then I'm able to go back, and I know this is what a planner is for, but I don't know, and I love planners. I really want to work in a planner like all-in-one, and I'm trying to create one that has all of these things in one place. So I'm working on that, but for right now, I've got all these notebooks. And then my next one, is for training notes. So all of my training notes, whether this one right here was from a Posh Talk training. I have some where I am just going through Posh Nation. I didn't get to finish this one, so I started it and I didn't get to. These are going to be able to be available to me to be able to look back whenever I need help on something. I'll know that it's in my training. I also do other trainings that not from Posh Talk or from Posh per se, but I'll do some researching on my own, and I will put those notes in here. So like for today, my record keeping 101, I took my notes and stuck it in here, so then I can come back to it if I ever want to do another video, or if I learn more stuff and I want to add it to it, I can. Hope you guys have a great night, and you've learned something maybe to help you better keep track of your records or why it's important. And I will talk to you later. Bye. Have a great night.